Hello family, my name's Finia Poo and welcome to another Finia vlog. So this is finally, I guess, there's a few things that I'm covering with this vlog. And we'll have to see where it goes and how things end up and everything like that. I just had a few things on my mind and things that I need to let you guys know that are happening with the channel and that are happening with me, and just how things are going down in my life at this time. Because a lot of it does affect you guys, so I need to let you guys know. Probably the one that affects you guys the most is my sleep schedule. It has been absolutely out of whack since the 24-hour live stream. Immediately after I finished, it was like 4 in the morning. I'd only had about 3.5 hours of actual rest, like sleep, over the course of the last like 48 hours or something like that. 60 hours, something crazy like that. Because of the preparation time that it took to be ready, I guess for lack of a better term, for the live stream. It takes a lot of energy, it takes a lot of perseverance to do a 24-hour stream. And it ended up being a 27-hour stream because in the middle of it I took a nap because I crashed and I couldn't do it. And that's been happening to me recently where even before the 24-hour stream, where I just don't have energy throughout the days. And it's not really something that's out of my control. You know, I eat when I'm hungry, and I have plenty of energy to, like, do these types of things. And it's kind of weird that it ends up that I'm tired and that I'm not able to do these things that I want to do. The 24-hour stream came and went. I had about 3 hours of sleep in the middle of it. And then afterwards, it was 4 in the morning. I'd woken up at 8 p.m. 2 days prior in order to make the stream work. And woke up or went to bed rather, at 4 in the morning on Friday after waking up previously, besides the nap, at 8 p.m. on Wednesday. So going to bed at 4 in the morning, I was like, okay, you know, I'm obviously going to crash. I'm going to take Friday pretty easy. I ended up spending the entire day Friday, no joke, in bed. Like, I think I spent a grand total of about an hour out of the covers. And that was for, like, bathroom breaks and me, like, to eat, and that's about it. Other than that, I was either on the couch or I was on the bed sleeping. And that includes day and that includes night. I spent pretty much a full 24 hours sleeping, doing nothing, with like 1 hour in there actually awake, doing things, just the necessary things to keep me alive, you know? And so I was like, okay, you know, I spent an entire day sleeping, an entire night sleeping. I should be, you know, plenty awake in order to do things the next day. And sure enough, I was. It was, you know, it was Saturday at that point. Had to think really hard there about that. But it was Saturday at that point, and I ended up, I can't even remember everything I did on Saturday. It doesn't concern you guys too much what I did. But I was like, okay, you know, go about a normal day. I thought everything was back to normal. Apparently not. I ended up spending only a couple hours asleep on Sunday. Well, I guess Sunday morning, for lack of a better term. I ended up spending most of the night just watching YouTube videos. I wasn't very tired at all, and I was trying to fall asleep. You know, I actually put the computer on night mode one time during the night, trying to change it from the blue to the yellow light. I was stepped away from the computer for a little bit. But nothing seemed to work. Like, nothing seemed to work at all. And so I was like, okay, whatever. I'm taking these off for a little bit. But I was like, okay, whatever, sleep is for the week anyway, whatever. Blah, blah, blah. And I ended up spending most of the night awake. I did get a couple hours of rest and went on my merry little way. And then Sunday rolls around. Phineas girl gets sick for a little bit. Probably just a small stomach bug or something. And so ended up taking care of her most of the day. And I did get relatively tired, but when the night rolled around, for some reason my body was like, nope, you don't get sleep. And I spent the entire night awake. I pulled an all-nighter. And this comes directly after the 24-hour stream, pretty shortly. And I wasn't at all tired. I was a little groggy, I'll be honest, but I wasn't, tired enough to go to bed. I ended up going golfing today, because I had some plans with some friends, and after golfing, went back home, and I had a complete energy crash. Finally, it was like everything finally caught up to me, and I was just like, okay, time to hit the hay. Time to at least take a small hour nap. That hour turned into 4. Woke up this evening, probably around 8 o'clock, and I was not having it getting out of bed. Phineas girl was trying to get me up and moving. We had some shopping we had to do before the stores closed and everything like that. And so she was trying to get me up and out the door, and I wasn't having it because my body was so exhausted, and it still is. I'm doing everything I can to overcome it right now. I've got the studio lights on. I actually have a little bit brighter right now. I've got lights over here, trying to be as enthusiastic as possible for y'all, but really deep down I am completely exhausted. Now, I know there's going to be comments already saying that, Phineas Pooh, you deserve a rest, take a rest, we don't care, that type of thing. I get that. But at the same time, this is becoming a regular occurrence where I'm not able to have the energy to live stream. And I'm not having the energy to record. I'm not having the energy because my body's not letting me. And here my heart's like, oh, I'm ready, let's record, let's do this, I'm ready, but my body's just like, bleh. So I'm doing everything I can to overcome my body, but there's only so much I can do. Over the last month or so, I've lost 10 pounds and I'm already skin and bones. I was already classified as underweight. I'm dealing with trying to figure out how I can put some of that back on in a healthy way, but at the same time deal with the stress and anxiety of everyday life. Try to deal with, for some reason, my lack of sleep. The Insomniac stream is truly for me at this point because I'm an insomniac at this point. I'm trying to deal with I'm just trying to deal with juggling all these things with having this out of whack sleep schedule. I can guarantee you, because of the 4 hours of sleep I had earlier today, even though it was a very short 4 hours, I will not be able to sleep tonight. I will not be able to sleep. If I do, it's going to be very early or very late in the morning, probably around 5 or 6 in the morning when I get back into bed, and then I'll hit the hay, I'll collapse, and next thing you know, I'll wake up, it's going to be 2 in the afternoon, and half the day's going to be gone. And then that's going to make me feel bad because I'm not going to be able to get done everything I want to. And then, that just keeps rolling around, coming back. For instance, it's 1 in the morning right now. Because it's 1 in the morning right now, I'm not going to be able to, sleep, a normal sleep schedule. I'm going to be, just living to watch YouTube videos again. And yeah, there's other things I can do at night, but it's very limited. There's not very many things I can do at night. That's most of the things that I have to do have to be done during the day. Applying for work, if I can apply online, but when job interviews roll around and stuff like that, if they're going to want to hire me, I'm going to have to be awake during the day. And at this rate, it's not happening. So because of all that, I am putting the Insomniac streams on hold. I'm not canceling them. I love the Insomniac streams. That's what makes this channel, is the Insomniac streams. I absolutely love them. I want them to keep going on for as long as they possibly can, and I'm going to keep numbering them for as long as they possibly can. I can't wait until we hit the 500th, which is surprisingly not too far down the road. If I'm able to kick this thing and for good and actually be more consistent on the live streams, we'll be back up to probably 500 within the year. And I think that would be really, really awesome and interesting to see, next year around summertime, the 500th Insomniac stream. And then, a couple more years down the road, it's the 1000th Insomniac stream. But those are milestones way on down the line that are going to have to be put on hold until I can get this taken care of. And I'm going to have to do an earlier time. I'm going to have to stick to the 11 o'clock time from here on out so that I can actually get to bed at a relatively decent, hour in the morning. I say relatively because, for most people, they're asleep by 1 in the morning. But I'm going to keep streams to 2 hours or less. The one exception being on a raid, adding a half hour to the end of a stream for a raid. But besides that, we're keeping streams to 2 hours or less. We're going to make sure that it starts at 11 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time, but those plans are on hold for right now. I will continue to do recordings during the day so that I can be awake, alert. Once I do kick this, I can be awake and alert during the day and have content still being up onto the channel. Granted, it might be slow at first, and it most likely will be slow this entire week as I'm trying to get things readjusted in my life. So that was a long rambled way of saying it. According to, I've been recording for almost 15 minutes at this point. And to you guys, it'll probably be a little bit shorter because I'm going to cut out some of it. But a long-winded way of saying, number one, I am going to be putting the Insomniac streams on hold for a while. And number two, I'm going to be uploading more videos during the day. That's number one. Number two, there's been a lot of people on Discord who have been mentioning me directly in posts that don't necessarily need my attention. Things such as, asking when streams are, as an example, or just, with wanting to talk, that type of thing. And I'm okay with people posting in my Discord. That's what it's there for. I'm okay with people, wanting to talk to me. That's what I'm here for. But if you're just doing something, if you're just posting something that is something casual, there's no need to, directly mention me, because it puts an unnecessary notification onto my phone. For instance, a couple hours ago, it was an hour period, I had several mentions that were unnecessary. It won't sound like that much, it's only 5, but it still was in a very short amount of time. And it felt to me that it was blowing up my phone for no reason. Because I have it on my phone, I have it on my computer, Finny Girl has it as well. Granted, she's logged into hers, but she sometimes gets notifications about me as well. And it's unnecessary, and it's showing up everywhere for things that for people just wanting to talk to me. If you want to talk to me, just message me directly on Discord. There's no need to do something like that to say, hey, at Finn, this you should answer me, that type of thing. I will definitely answer you guys. I do everything I can to be as interactive as possible. It's hard with my sleep schedule right now to be on at the same time as a lot of people, but I'll get back to you guys as much as I can. For those of you who are just posting to post, great. I'd love to answer your posts. I'd love to interact with you guys. As long as I'm not too late on the conversation, I'll definitely answer. I'll try to put in my 2 cents, quips here and there. But there's no need to directly message me and send a notification to me about it. If it's something that's urgent, message me directly. Send a message to me. Don't spam. Don't spam in the chat. There's no need to spam for something that could be a spammer, that type of thing to get my attention. Just message me directly. I'll take care of it when I can. If I'm nowhere to be found for a long time, message one of the admins. They know and they can take care of it. I'm more than happy to interact with you guys, to take care of these things for you guys. But there's a limit to what I can do as one individual and one human being. It's a small limit, I'll be honest. It's a very small limit. Because, again, I'm only one human being. I have flaws. I'm nowhere near perfect. And I understand you all are humans as well. And I want to treat you as such and give you the respect that you deserve as a human individual, to interact with you guys, to be able to treat you at the best that you possibly can be treated. But at the same time, I also would appreciate that same respect. I want to be able to interact with you guys, but at the same time, I don't want to be able to have 50 million, notifications on my phone saying, hey, how are you? That type of thing. I'm doing great. I always will. I have you guys backing me and supporting me, and I can't thank you guys enough for that. So, how am I? I'm always doing great. And you don't need to mention me. You can just look back to this and say, he's doing great. Or you can, if you want to ask me in the moment, something big happens in my life or something, you can message me directly and you can ask me. Because I feel that's even more personal than doing it in a general chat. Because then you can say, hey, how are you? I'm going to ask you directly as an individual, as a human. And I'll reply to you as the same, as a human, as an individual, because you guys deserve that. So that's item number 3, is I would appreciate fewer mentions in the general chat. If you're wanting to do a one-on-one chat, please just message me directly. It's not something that needs to be taken care of in the general. But if it's something that's just funny and quippy and you want to put it out there, by all means do so. Don't need to mention people, though. At everyone's, at here's, that type of thing, or at individuals should be reserved for more important things, such as stream announcements, as an example for me. Stream announcements or video announcements. Hey, new video's out. At everyone, let you guys know, because I want everyone to know, and I don't want to have to send an individual message to every single one of my subscribers, because that's 1,000 messages, and I don't got time for that. I think most importantly, it's also something that can annoy people. Lots of other servers have been mentioning that the messages have been getting spammy, the at everyone's, even though I've just gotten back from the honeymoon and have had a lot of things going on in the summer. I've just gotten back to 1-a-day uploads. But I do understand that, like I said, I'll be backing down on that now and not doing so many at everyone's at other servers. But at the same time, I need to start enforcing something like that on my server. Now, I will still allow at everyone's, so long as they don't become spammy. I know some of you will kind of have a little bit of backlash on that. Yes, I understand you want people to see your video and stuff like that. And I'm A-okay with you using @everyone so long as it doesn't become a very routine thing. If necessary, reserve it for important videos. So like, big, milestone videos, or something that you're really proud of, that type of thing. A creation you've done, like you've taken several hours of work and you've made it into this video, and it looks stunning. You're ready to show the world, that type of thing. Great, use an @everyone. If it's a common Let's Play, not really too much need to do an @everyone if you have a common upload. So like if you're doing a routine everyday upload at a certain time, there's not really a need to do an @everyone. After the first few times, people will know, hey, this dude uploads at such and such a time, and I can reliably count on that, and most people who know that at that point are subscribed. But, should something special come out, by all means, use an @everyone. And the reason I'm cracking down on it now is because it's starting to become kind of a backlog on other servers as well. And since other people are starting to do it, and other people are feeling this way, and I'm starting to see it on my server, I need to crack down as well. And so @everyone's need to back off. If they don't back off, if it's gonna become something that's just a routine thing, I will mute @everyone's. I will suppress them. I will not allow them on the server. But for right now, they are allowed. Treat them with respect, just like you would another individual. Because it's a group of individuals that you are talking to when you use @everyone or @here. So just be careful with how you use those things, and everything should be fine. That's just about everything. So as a brief review, since this has been a long and rambly video, first off, I am going to be pausing. I will come back to them, but right now I'm pausing the Insomniac streams for the time being until my sleep schedule gets back to what it needs to be. 2, I will be doing more consistent uploads on videos, which will allow me to edit and kind of be a little bit more creative with how I do things. 3, I'm going to be not responding to any more @mentions of me directly. If you need me, just message me directly. I'm more than happy to talk to you when I get the chance. If you're just doing something fun in the server, I'll respond when I get the chance there, but you don't need to do an @mention. And then with @everyone's, just keep them to a minimum. Make sure that you're not spamming people with the mentions. So those are the concerns that I've had right now. If I do have any other concerns, I'm more than happy to let you guys know, either in the Discord or some way or another. If it gets to the point where it's at right now, again, I'll make another video so that I can let everybody know. So I'm sorry that so many of my videos, like just videos recently, have been more like housekeeping, but that's kind of what they've ended up needing to be. I hope in the future that I don't need to make many more of these videos. I know I'm gonna have to, but I hope in the future I don't have to as much, and that more of these videos will be Let's Plays, reactions, just regular daily old vlogs and stuff like that. But I'm gonna go ahead and leave this one here. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, hit that like button and subscribe. Also go onto my Facebook and Twitter page, because I typically post there before I do anything on the stream or channel. There's also the sponsor button. Link to that is down below in the chat, and you can also check out the Patreon as well. Not in the chat, in the description. Durr. But again, thank you so much. For watching. As always, I'm Finyapoo, and I'm signing off. Take care, everybody.